nothing in life should be cooked out of the refrigerator. Everything should be room temperature. So the first thing we're gonna do is take your raw chicken. Now, contrary to what you've heard on the television, it's not toxic, flaring machine that sprays disease everywhere. But you do have to rinse it. Take the gizzards out, which come in a little pack like this, and they're in the cavity of the chicken. Usually it's not garbage, but today it is garbage because we're not making stuffing or anything, so you just throw them out. And just rinse your chicken. And you're gonna grab your prepared tray, which is just a roasting tray with tinfoil. Shake the chicken like this and place it in your roasting dish like that. Here's another good tip. Cooking something that's wet is not gonna brown, crisp, or look nice. It'll never really brown. So you wanna dry it with a paper towel, inside and out, like that. What you're gonna do now is cut the excess fat off the cavity, okay? So just take a pair of scissors, and you see this kind of thing? You don't want that. You want to make the opening clean. So you cut that like this and throw it out, so the opening is clean like that. We're gonna season the chicken, and the first thing you're gonna do is take one of the lemons, which you've purchased and washed because they're covered in wax, and you're going to roll it like this to make it more juicy, all right? Cut it, take half of it, and shove it into the cavity. Cut side facing out. Then you're going to take a handful of the herbs that you bought, shove them in, handful of parsley, it doesn't matter what it looks like, just crunch it up in your hands, shove it in, a little bit of thyme, doesn't matter how big, shove it in, close the opening so that it looks like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is tie the chicken's legs together. Cross its legs, you know, you can't be squeamish. Take a piece of string and tie a knot. That just keeps some of the moisture and the juice in the cavity. Cut the ends, not because of any real reason, but because they'll burn. And now we're going to cover the entire chicken in olive oil. Don't be shy. It's its last nice moment. It's getting a massage. And you're going to liberally salt and pepper your chicken, and this is liberal. Okay? This is the difference between really good and slightly good. You want to have enough pepper that you visually see it. Take another lemon, cut it in half and squirt. Take that lemon that you squirted and set it here. When it heats, it will release lemon steam on your chicken. Same with the other half. The time has come, the walrus said, to put the chicken in the oven. So put your chicken in the oven. So the chicken, I think, is ready. And I've already looked at the juices coming out of the chicken's running clear when I poke it. Perfect. The other thing I'm looking at is in the leg. When I push this stick in, it goes straight through with no resistance. If you think of sticking it through a raw bicep, it would be like, whoa, you'd have to really push it. If it's cooked, it just goes bleh, it just goes straight into it. This is ready. I'm taking it out. Ugh. I'm gonna set it here. And I'm gonna tell you, all meat has to rest for at least 15 minutes. Have you ever had chicken that when you cut it, it's shred, okay? That's because it wasn't rested. The juice of the animal is near the surface. It's freaking out because it's in the oven. If you let it rest for 15 minutes, all the liquid goes back down into the meat and resettles uniformly. So we're just gonna cover this with a little piece of tin foil, and it's just gonna rest quietly, sleeping. Not everybody has serving plates for everything, so just a quick thing is that if you're gonna serve in the pan that you cook the chicken in, just take whatever herbs you have and just dress a little bit around your roasting pan, because it makes a difference, you know? Like this kind of thing. It looks a little bit more like a serving tray. Just a little thing, just makes it look nice. This is the difference between really good and slightly good.